Hey, Remodelers, welcome to day 7 of the 30-day AI prompt challenge for Remodelers. Man, it's been a hot one here where I am, so I hope you guys are inside and able to get a little relief from the heat. So let's jump into it. We don't need to make these any longer than they have to be. All right, so for today, we have a nice one. We have what's called the AI prompt, and this one is to communicate proactively and address issues early. So here's the situation. One of the things that I really struggled with personally when I first got started was I didn't want to get back to a client until I had an answer and a good answer. So at times I would delay responding, and that delay not of me not replying back to the client, letting them know I got your message, we're looking into it. By me waiting till I actually looked into it and then had an answer, that caused me more issues. Clients would feel that I was unresponsive, that I was dodging them, and that I wasn't, I had too much going on, that I didn't care, right? And it created a bunch more issues. Then they would send emails or other messages or call the office or then try calling my cell phone, right? The whole thing could simply have been avoided had I taken a different approach. And it took me some time to learn this approach. The best approach is to address things immediately. And here's what you do. If there's an issue, a client has some concerns, something's gone wrong, whatever, you just let the person know right away. Say, hey, such and such just happened, or hey, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, we're going to have to look into that. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I will give you an update as soon as I have more information, but we're on it. We're looking into it. We're going to weigh other options. You just want to respond. When people don't hear from you and you ghost them, they get frustrated and angry. All right. So remember, in remodeling, yes, things are going to go sideways, right? It's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. And they go fast. And it gets worse when you don't speak up and communicate. So the best owners, project managers, carpenters, employees, don't wait for clients to discover the problems. You get ahead of them and you let them know, right? And this is what will help build trust. So it's the proactive communication that shows you're in control, you're committed to the client's peace of mind, not just the final outcome. So let's jump right into this prompt. So here's what you're going to do. And whatever AI agent you're going to use, you're just going to say, hey, here I am. I want to improve how I communicate during projects. And what we'll do is I'll make sure I'm sharing my screen with you. Hold on 1 second so you can see this. Where's the cursor? There we go. Doesn't look like it's sharing, does it? Try this one more time. Entire screen. Share screen one. Share. All right. So hopefully you can see that. For some reason, it doesn't look right on my end, but we'll go with it. So here's what you want to do for this prompt, right? You're going to tell the chat agent, I want to improve how I communicate during projects to avoid surprises. Help me draft a template for a brief weekly client update email. This can also be a script or a text message if you're going to be doing it in person, or reply with the phone. But for right now, I do email because it's easier to shorten those. So this prompt should include a summary of the progress that's been made, right? Any issues or changes encountered, what's next on the schedule, right? Use a reassuring and transparent tone. For example, if a shipment is delayed or an issue arose, I'll mention it along with how we're resolving it, showing the client that I'm on top of it. Make it friendly but professional, about 2 to 3 short paragraphs, all right? So this is a sample of what it could look like, right? So weekly project update, you might put the client's last name or the job, and then say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, here's the weekly project that this week we completed, and you put in a summary, right? That said, we did hit a small snag, right? So you'll briefly state the issue, right? The cabinet delivery has been delayed for a few days. I've already contacted the supplier. We're working on a solution to minimize any schedule impact. I'll keep you posted as soon as I hear more info. Coming up next week, we're scheduled for, and just let them know as if everything is fine. As always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. We appreciate your continued trust and communication. Talk to you soon. Boom, boom, boom. So you are taking a proactive approach and letting them know instead of sweating and saying, man, what are we going to do? How are we going to fix this? You don't know how you're going to fix anything at the moment. If something's been delayed, it's been delayed. So all you can do is communicate that and let them know you're working on it, and then you'll get back to them. All right, so let's go over to our chat agent. And again, I'm using ChatGPT. So let's look at this prompt again. So I want to improve how I communicate, right? For example, if there's a delay, it should be understood, right? It should be understood that I may not have all the answers yet, and we are working towards getting more information so we can reassess the situation and be back in touch. Okay. All right. And this time what we're going to do is also make a telephone, an in-person script, and a short text message. So we hit boom. And our chat agent's going to start working. So here it is. And that is basically the message that we just had. And here you have your phone or in-person script giving them a heads up. We ran into a bit of issue. Right? I don't have a full answer, but I'll circle back or I'll follow back up with solid updates once we've talked to the supplier and evaluated our options. I didn't want to wait till everything was 100% figured out before keeping you in the loop. See, we're committed to keeping things moving and making sure you're taken care of. Here's a very short text message. No need to worry. I'll update you as we have more info. Appreciate your patience. All right. And I want to share one other thing with you. For those of you that are following along, we do also have a bonus script that says, right, hey, listen, at the end of the day, you always want to tell people, here we are. We're aware and we're working on it. That's it, right? I just wanted to let you know that we're aware of the situation with such and such. While I don't have an answer yet, I've already started looking into it, and I want to keep you in the loop. We're actively working on a resolution, and I'll follow back up as soon as I have a clear update. This little paragraph or two will be lifesaver for you, especially when you start running multiple jobs. You're not on all the jobs at the same time, obviously, nor can you be, nor should you be. And when an issue arises, a customer is going to call you asking for answers. You are not even going to understand the full situation sometimes when you're getting the phone call. So before you get the phone call, if something happens on a site, one of your project managers calls, hey, Mike, I just want to give you a heads up. Guess what? One of the guys just did this, and we have a big issue. Like I remember the day we had a guy. So here he is. We're remodeling the bathroom on the second floor, and the gentleman is moving some pipes around. He had put caps on it. It was CPVC, and something happened. He slipped. The tool slipped, and it shattered one of the pipes, and it flooded the basement, the bathroom. Well, it got worse because downstairs was the brand new kitchen that we had just renovated for them, not even 3 months prior. And now it's pouring down water through their brand new kitchen from the bathroom that we're trying to renovate because somebody slipped, had an accident, and when they did that, it shattered the CPVC pipe, and now it's flooding. And the time that it takes to get from the second floor of a bathroom down into the basement and get the water shut off, a lot of water fell through, right? These homeowners were pissed and furious. And what they don't want to do is come home and see you cleaning it up. They want a phone call right away. Hey, I want you to understand this has just happened and we're working on it. Once we have a better handle on the situation, we'll give you a more proper update. So at the end of the day, keep these in mind. Thank you for tuning in for day 7. And just like that, we're already 1 week into this month of going live with the AI prompts for remodelers. Again, reach out if you have any questions, if you want a script specifically for something that you're working on. All right, but rest assured, every day for the rest of the 30 days, right? So we have 23 some days left. We will just keep feeding you one script after another. And we look forward to seeing you every day. Thanks. Take care.